let's continue forward, shall we?
And bacon contain what? Shall we?
All right, so
Come on. So?
the Levite treasures. I'm going to start there. Now we are on chapter 26, verse 20 of the first book of Chronicles, just in case anybody left off and came back. I'm going to make sure we go ahead and say that ahead of time, right? All right. And of the Levites, Ahijah was over the treasurers of the house of God, and over the treasurers of the dedicated things. As concerning the sons of Ladan, the sons of the Gershonite, Ladan, chief fathers, even of Ladan the Gershonite, were Jalili. The sons of Jalili, Zatham and Joel, his brother, which were over the treasurers of the house of the Lord, of the Amramites, and the Zeharites, the Hebronites, and the Uzalites, and Shabel, the son of Gershom, the son of Moses, was ruler over the treasurers. And his brethren by Eliza, Rehabiah his son, and Jasuiah his son, and Joram his son, and Zachriah, yeah, I did that totally, Zachri his son, and Shilamath his son, which Shilamath and his brethren were over all the treasures of the dedicated things, which David the king and the chief fathers, and the captains over thousands and hundreds, and the captains over the host had dedicated. After the spoils won in battles, did they dedicate to maintain the house of the Lord.
Okay. Mommy.
Yeah. That's okay.
You just smiled.
And all that Samuel the seer, and Saul the son of Kish, and Abner the son of Ner, and Joab the son of Zeruiah had dedicated, and whosoever had dedicated anything, it was under the hand of Shelomith and of his brethren. Of the Israelites, Chenaniah and his sons were for the outward business over Israel, for officers and judges. And of the Hebronites, Hashabiah and his brethren, men of valor, 1,700 were officers among them of Israel, on this side Jordan, westward, in all the business of the Lord, and in the service of the king. Among the Hebronites was Jajah, the chief, even among the Hebronites, according to the generations of his fathers. In the 14th year, or the 40th, in the 40th year of the reign of David, they were sought for, and there were found among them mighty men of valor at Jazeer of Galad. And his brethren, men of valor, were 2,700 chief fathers, whom King David made rulers over the Reubenites, the Gadites, and the half-tribe of Manasseh, for every matter pertaining to God and affairs of the king. Captains for each separate month. Now the children of Israel, after their number, to wit, the chief fathers, and captains of thousands and hundreds, and their officers that served the king in any matter of the courses, which came in and went out month by month, throughout all the months of the year. Of every course were 24,000. Over the first course for the first month was Jashobeam, the son of Zabdiel, and in his course were 24,000. Of the children of Perez was the chief of all the captains of the host for the first month. And over the course of the second month was Dodeah and Ahohite. And of his course was Mikloth, also the ruler. And his course likewise were 24,000. The third captain of the host for the third month was Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, a chief priest, and in his course were 24,000. This is that Benaiah, who was mighty among the 30, and above the 30. And in his course was Ammizabad, his son. The fourth captain for the fourth month was Ashiel, the brother of Joab, and Zabdiah, his son after him. And in his course were 24,000. The fifth captain for the fifth month was Shamhuth, the Azurite, and in his course were 24,000. The sixth captain for the sixth month was the son of Achish, and Decorite, and in his course were 24,000. The seventh captain for the seventh month was Helaz the Pelonite, of the children of Ephraim, and in his course were 24,000. The eighth captain of the eighth month was Shabbatai, the Hishutite, of the Zerhites, and in his course were 24,000. The ninth captain for the ninth month was Abiezer, the Enetotite, of the Benjamites, and in his course were 24,000. The tenth captain of the 10th month was Mahariah, the Netophathite, of the Zerhites, and in his course were 24,000. The 11th captain for the 11th month was Benaiah the Parathonite, of the children of Ephraim, and in his course were 24,000. The 12th captain of the 12th month was Heldeah, the Netophathite, of Othniel, and in his course were 24,000. Furthermore, over the tribes of Israel, the ruler of the Rebelnites was Eliza, the son of Zechari, of the Shemonites, Shephatiah, the son of Machai, of the Levites, Hashobiah, the son of Kemuel, of the Ammonites, Zadok, of Judea, Elueh, of the brethren of David, of Ishkar, Omri, the son of Michael, of Zebulun, Ishmael, and the son of Obadiah, the Naphtali, Jeremoth, the son of Azriel, of the children of Ephraim, Hosea, the son of Aziel, of the half-tribe of Manasseh, Joel, the son of Paldiah, of the half-tribe of Manasseh in Gilad, Edo, the son of Zechariah, of Benjamin, Jasiel, the son of Abner, of Dan, Azriel, the son of Jeroham. These were the princes of the tribes of Israel. David hindered in numbering Israel, but David took not the number of them from 20 years old and under, because the Lord had said he would increase Israel like the stars of the heavens. Joab, the son of Zeruiah, began to number, but he finished not, because there fell wrath of it against Israel. Neither was the number put in the account of the chronicles of the King David. And over the king's treasurers was Asmazdeth, the son of Adil, and over the storehouses in the fields, in the cities, and in the villages, and in the castles was Jonathan, the sons of Uzziah. And over them that did the work of the field for tillage of the ground was Izri, the son of Cheleb. And over the vineyards was Shemaiah, the Ramathite. Over the increase of the vineyards for the wine cellars was Zabdi, the Shipmite. And over the olive trees and sycamore trees that were in the low plains was Baal-Hanan, the Gideonite. And over the cellars of oil was Joash. And over the herds that fed in Sharon was Shethriah and Sharonite. And over the herds that were in the valleys of Shaphat, the son of Adaliah. Over the camels also was Obel, the Ishmaelite. And over the asses was Jadiah, the Meronite. And over the flocks was Jazi, the Hethorite. All these were the rulers of the substance which was King David's. Also Jonathan, David's uncle, was a counselor, a wise man, and a scribe. And Jair, the son of Hechmoneh, was the king's son. And Ethophel was the king's counselor. And Hushai, the Archite, was the king's companion. And after Ethophel was Herodah, the son of Benaiah and Abithiah. And the general of the king's army was Joab. Alright, so thank you all for joining me so far. Anybody had to take a break and came back, welcome back. I know these are in two separate ones. Hopefully this one won't have a connection issue and skip. So we're going to move forward to the last little bit that is left, shall we? Alright, so we are now going to be doing St. John chapter 9 verses 1 to 23. Jesus heals man born blind. And as Jesus passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? Jesus answered, Neither hath this man sinned, nor his parents, but that the works of God should be made manifest in him. I must work the works of him that sent me. While it is day, the night cometh, when no man can work. As long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world. When he had thus spoken, he spat on the ground, and made clay of the spittle. And he anointed the eyes of the blind man with the clay, and said unto him, Go, wash in the pool of Siloam, which is by interpretation sent. He went his way, therefore, and washed, and came seeing. The neighbors, therefore, and they which before had seen him, that he was blind, said, Is not this he that sat and begged? Some said, This is he. Others said, He is like him. But he said, I am he. Therefore said they unto him, How were thine eyes opened? He answered and said, A man that is called Jesus made clay, and anointed my eyes, and said unto him, unto me, Go to the pool of Siloam, and wash. And I went and washed, and I received sight. Then said they unto him, Where is he? He said, I know not. They brought to the Pharisees him that aforetime was blind, and it was the Sabbath day, when Jesus made the clay and opened his eyes. Then again the Pharisees also asked him how he had received his sight. He said unto them, He put clay upon my eyes, and I washed, and do see. Therefore said some of the Pharisees, This man is not of God, because he keepeth not the Sabbath day. Others said, How can a man that is a sinner do such miracles? And there was a division among them. They say unto the blind man, What sayest thou of him, that he hath opened thy eyes? He said, He is a prophet. But the Jews did not believe concerning him that he had been blind and received his sight, until they called the parents of him that had received his sight. And they asked them, saying, Is this your son, who ye say was born blind? How then doth he know and now see? His parents answered them and said, We know that this is our son, and that he was born blind. But by what means he now seeth, we know not. And who hath opened his eyes, we know not. He is of age. Ask him, he shall speak for himself. And these words spake his parents, because they feared the Jews, and the Jews had agreed already, that if any man did confess that he was Christ, he should be put out of the synagogue. Therefore said his parents, He is of age, ask him. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So we are all done there. So till next time, everybody have a wonderful day. Amen. God bless you all. See ya.